Okay, good morning. It is Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. It is 6:20 a.m. Pacific time. Welcome to my video trading journal. This is just my accountability diary, I guess. I try to walk through what I'm thinking and what I'm seeing when I make a trade. And then I review it later on in the day when I have a clear mind, and it's been an invaluable tool for progress in the trading journey. Really quick, what you're looking at here is the Jigsaw daytradr platform. These are futures products. There's 5 of them here that you're seeing. All the way here on the left is the Ultra Bond, symbol UB. Right here is the ZB, which is the 30-year. Right here in the middle is the 5-year, which is ZF. This is the ZN, primarily what I trade here, which is the ZN, the 10-year. I think I already said that. And then over here, all the way on the right, is the ES, which is the E-mini, S&P. And in a nice, healthy market, this product works as an inverse correlation to these other products. In other words, when this is selling off, these products should be going up and vice versa. Caveat, big asterisk there, they should be. So, got about 8 minutes till cash open. So we got plenty of time to kind of do our morning routine, which involves this next step. Looking at what the 10-year did overnight. We're still trading the June contract. I think this is rollover week, so things can get kind of dicey on rollover week. We'll keep an eye on the volume. But as of right now, this is the product that is and should currently be traded. So what did we do overnight? We opened down here, kind of popped up. Went sideways until European open, and then we popped up again. Kind of went sideways, came back down to support, which is 19 even, and then popped right back up. And since then, we've just sort of been trading in this little range right here. Looking at the calendar, today is, it's already Wednesday, isn't it? It's nothing there. We had mortgage applications come out early this morning. And I guess we have the Fed manufacturing index. That's not really a mover. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say there's nothing there. However, we do have a couple auctions later today, so we got to keep an eye on that. There were 2 auctions yesterday. We had the 5-year and the 2-year, and that was enough for me to, I slept in, which was one thing. It was a long holiday weekend here in the US. So getting up early yesterday was a little rough, so I just decided to pass, especially when I saw those auctions on the calendar. It was a really easy decision just to sleep in and not trade. I looked at something in the afternoon, but it just wasn't really moving. Wasn't a lot of movement, so just kind of hung out and did other things yesterday. So areas of interest as far as right now, it's going to be the overnight high really, unless we can get down to this 19 even 18 level that we looked at earlier. That would be a bit of support, and then obviously the overnight low. We had equities were pretty well sold off yesterday, so we could see a relief rally today, but you never know. Once we popped that 2800 level over here in the ES, and everybody claims that that's just doomsday after that, so we'll see what happens. You never know, like I said. what to work on today is just letting trades play out. Not only that, but being patient after kind of a layoff. I don't know about you guys, but a few days off from trading and I get a little fuzzy in my head, and so I try to be a lot more careful moving into the first day back. I try to confirm that what I see is actually what I'm seeing, and that it's a valid setup, that it's not, you know, me trying to front run something that I think is going to take off when in fact it just sort of falls back in the other direction. So going to be very particular, and then just going to let things let trades play out. So that's the things to work on today. It's probably sound like a broken record because it's pretty much what I want to work on every day, but that is that's the key right now, at least for me. So let's see, we got 4 minutes till cash open. I'm going to pause the video until we probably get up to this overnight high. If we get a sell-off in equities, or like I said, maybe back down here to support, but I'd have to see some pretty good absorption there to try to buy this back up into this range. Again, we got rollover. I'm going to check the volume here just real quick while I have everybody on the tube. While I have your attention, I guess I should say. Let's check it here. Basically, I'm just comparing the volume in the June contract to the volume in the, what is the next contract that we roll over to? It's symbol U, September. So it's close. It's, we're about 1 million in June and then over 800,000 in September. So we're getting close. Could be tomorrow. Anyway, 2 minutes till cash open. I'll go ahead and just pause this, and then if something comes up, I'll start it back up, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, it's about 6:40 a.m. Pacific time. We're up here at the overnight high. Starting to get a little bit of volume print over here. ES kind of just has been fairly volatile in the first 10 minutes of the open, cash open. They're trying to sell it down. Starting to develop a little bit of volume here in the ES, which could indicate that buyers are stepping in and trying to prop this thing up. If that's the case, keep an eye on sellers stepping up in here, pushing this thing back down. Like to see a little bit more weakness in the ES. And see just sellers put up a roadblock up here. Got some pretty good prints over here already in the 30-year, but I don't really trust a lot of any sort of absorption there. It's not as evident, I feel like it, happens at several levels over here in the 30-year, similar to the ES, whereas the ZN, they'll just put up a roadblock at a single tick and just cram this thing back down. Still fairly volatile. We're about 12 minutes into cash open. You don't really know what's going to happen. Tough to read. I think we know what we want to see here, so we'll just hang out until we see it. We'll take a shot at that. It's a big seller step up. Gotta fill. It's incredibly volatile. Let's go. Push this sucker down. If we can't get at least one more tick out of this as the ES pushes into the highs, then we might be in trouble here. Son of a bitch. Just too volatile right now. Just too volatile. Fuck. So I'd love to see ES push all the way into the lows, even make new lows, and this go nowhere. Go absolutely nowhere. Just put up a roadblock. And that gives us the excuse to get in. Just not happening. Sort of put up a roadblock here. They soaked up all that 4,000. It's just really volatile. Try this one more time. 2 ticks risk. This could turn into just a trend day here in the ZN. Five-year back ticked. See how the bids and offers change with every single tick over here. Bonds are at the highs. That's not good. So is the 5-year. Come on, push it down. Just not attacking down at all, nothing. Here we go. Come on, pop it. 780 something in the queue. I don't want to have to take one tick out of this. But this would be where if this was a trend day, it would come back to this level. Son of a bitch. Well, this one stupid tick. Still very volatile. Didn't I say I was going to let trades play out earlier? And up with a scratch and a 1 tick. It's tough, man. I've said it before. It's the hardest part. It's the most difficult part about trading. That's why I started scaling out of trades. Just to pull something off, pull a little bit of risk off, put something in your pocket. Just makes it easier to continue. It's almost 7 a.m. I'm gonna... Damn it. I don't see anything happening unless we get back up to the overnight high, so I'm going to pause this and I'll start it back up if something comes up. So it's 7:17 a.m. Pacific time. I just started up the video again to point out that that trade I had on previously where I was short at 24.5 and my last target was at 21.5 would have played out perfectly if I would have held on. And that's exactly something I talked about in the pregame, was letting trades play out, and then I get into a trade and my monkey brain just can't handle it. We never got back up to 24.5, 24.5, so I was really in no threat of ever losing money on that trade, and I would have just got filled on my last target right there. So yeah, I'm just sort of beating myself up over here. Not fun today, not good. Left a lot of money on the table. That's all. I really don't see anything else coming up. Again, unless we get back up to the overnight high, I'd have to see some massive absorption here at this level in order to engage. But that's just, it really sucks. I can't follow my own advice, can't follow my own plan. That's all. Okay, so we are back up at the overnight high. It is 8:42 a.m. Pacific time. Robert Mueller just got done talking. It's been about 10 minutes or so. Just waiting for this to abate a little bit and see if we get some sort of pushback from sellers here at the same time. Otherwise, it just could be like a complete melt up as we melt down over here. It's So we're just sort of waiting. Keep an eye on this number here. Looks like bonds are extending higher. I'm not so sure I want to step in front of this at this point. Would not be surprised if we close at 126 or even 126 half by the end of today or tomorrow. Just has to do with options or open interest on options and whatnot. Because this is expiration, keep that in mind. I think the only trade here might be just buying support. So we'll take a shot here, see if we can fade this back down. Why does it keep doing that? Just using a 3 lot just in case, because it's a little volatile, so I don't want to go on a full lot size. Just hoping everybody that drove this higher starts to cover and brings this back down a few ticks. Yeah, it's come on, let's keep getting that pushback. I don't know. Maybe that leg down in the ES isn't over. Yeah, I don't really care for the way that it appears that the ES and ZN are both kind of bid at the moment. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way this bid's pumping up here. Fuck. It was all right there in the tape. You could see it. They were going to push this sucker higher no matter what, I think. Definitely feel a little rusty today, I'm not gonna lie. It's a tough week trading on expiration, on rollover week. Things don't behave like they should. Well, I think we're done for today. That's enough for me to check out and do something else. So good luck. Hope you guys are trading better than I am. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.